Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, ladies and gentlemen. We are making another effort to go live in this system, and I hope you will be able to hear the sound as well as able to see the picture. This is a very important topic that I am going to talk about, and this is about happiness. And the question was how to be unhappy. So that you can think about unhappiness and what makes you unhappy. Once you start thinking about how to be unhappy, then you automatically become happy because you start taking care of those things that make you unhappy. So before we proceed further, let's think what makes us unhappy. When you go in the past, something hurts you, makes you unhappy. When you think of some fears, that makes you unhappy. When you are unhappy about a relationship, you are unhappy. When you are unhappy in your job, whatever you are doing, dissatisfied, you are unhappy. So there are so many things that can make you unhappy. And what about focus? When you focus, when you think on these very lines, on these very pictures, on these very sounds that make you unhappy, you become more and more unhappy. So a vicious cycle takes place and you become more and more unhappy. So what to do about it? That's the question. And that's what we are going to answer today in this session of about 30 to 40 minutes. Are you ready? Okay, let's shake hands. Assalamu alaikum once again. Let's shake hands, come on. I can feel the warmth of your hand right now. Okay, good. How to be happy and take care of unhappiness. The first topic that I'm going to touch today is about relationships. This is a very important topic from the point of view of becoming happy. You enter your home and your home atmosphere is happy, so you're happy. The people in your home give you happy vibes and you're happy. You're doing a job where your boss, your colleagues, your under command people are happy. You are happy. So the point here is that relationships create happiness or unhappiness according to how we behave with our relations. And that is about responsibility. Ask yourself, am I responsible for my relationship and my happiness? If the answer is yes, then you are responsible and you are a happy man. If you say, okay, I am not so responsible, so and so is responsible for making me unhappy, so and so is because so and so did something like that, that is why I am unhappy or I am happy. So what you are doing, you are shifting your responsibility and you are playing a blame game. Remember, so long as you avoid taking full responsibility of what happens in a relationship, you will be unhappy because you will keep playing the blame game and the other person will keep blaming you and there is no end to it. So take responsibility for whatever you do, whatever you feel, and whatever the other person does. So this is a big question. You may ask me, how can I be responsible for what the other person does? Well, that's the point. I want you to remember that we teach other persons how to treat us. I will repeat. We teach other people how to treat us. So if you are being treated in a certain way, sure enough, you have taught them to treat you in a certain way, so who is responsible? You are responsible. So take this responsibility fully. Feel good about the responsibility. Remember one more thing. If you will indulge in blame game, blaming others for your own unhappiness or lack of happiness or whatever, then what are you doing to yourself? You are playing a victim's game. You are a victim. And when you are a victim, how can you be happy? You can go beyond this being a victim to become responsible, and then you can do something. So long as you are victim, you are trapped and you cannot be happy. So take responsibility. Still, I am on relationship. Build trust. Trust the other persons and give them space for creativity. Give them space for growth and productivity. And you will receive your space too. And one more thing about relationships. I am dwelling on this subject, which is very, very important subject. Every day we have certain some kind of relationship somewhere in our lives all the time. It's about boundaries. We have boundaries in relationships. If the boundaries are too close, then we suffocate ourselves, we suffocate the other people. We do not allow them to grow and progress and be productive and be themselves and realize their talents. We suppress them, oppress them. So open up your boundaries. And if the boundaries are too big, too wide, you can't even really ascertain the boundaries, then that too creates unhappiness because there are hardly any boundaries and all sorts of free for all things come in inside you. And that also creates boundaries. So have some values, have some ethics, have some religious boundaries, and create appropriate boundaries. And in that, one more thing, are you listening to me? Register whatever I am saying. Pick up any one of those points in this talk today. You don't have to practice everything that I am saying. However, do put into practice some of these points and pick up any one point that you want to practice first, and then the next, and then the next. I'm sure you will do a great favor to yourself by practicing these points and dwelling on them and learning more about them. You can always contact me. I am available. We can have discussions and we can talk more about it and progress in life happily. I was talking about the boundaries. There are lines in the boundary which are red lines. And recognize those red lines. Play within those red lines and be happy. Progress in life and allow the other persons to progress too. When you cross the red lines, and that means when you cross the values of life, the religious values, you cross the red line. It gives you temporary pleasure to cross it. It may give you temporary happiness, but it will rob the long-term happiness. And what we are looking for is not a temporary pleasure or temporary happiness. We are looking for long-term happiness. And that comes when you respect the red lights, remain in those red lights and be happy. And you know, once you cross those red lines, what happens? How your happiness is robbed? There is a consciousness within us that starts pricking, and you feel guilty. When you're guilty of something, crossing the line, red lines, then how can you be happy? You can't be. Coming over to another linked subject with it, and that is love yourself, accept yourself as you are. What does it mean, loving and accepting myself? Loving and accepting myself means just as I am, without any improvement in me, just as I am. Then how will the improvement take place in me? Improvement takes place when we start loving and accepting ourselves as we are. That is the basis of improvement and change. And the opposite of it is when we criticize ourselves, when we look down upon our own selves, we lower our self-esteem. When we love and accept ourselves, we increase our self-esteem, it goes up high. And that's what we want, to have a high self-esteem, to be able to go in life happily, successfully. High self-esteem is the vital thing for us to make ourselves happy. If you love and accept yourself, and when you love and accept yourself, only then you will be able to love and accept others. How can you expect to give something to others when you don't have it? So, create love, acceptance, and respect for yourself. And that's what should be in abundance in you. And then you can share it with others. You can respect, you can give love, you can give respect to others. And that makes a happy, good relationship. One more thing about the money. People ask me, can money buy happiness? And I always tell them, yes, why not? Won't you be happy to have a good, nice house of yours, a nice car, a nice doctor to go to, competent, a good hospital, your children going into nice schools, putting on nice clothes, having a nice dinner at a nice restaurant? Why not? Won't it give you happiness? Of course it will. So money is related to being happy. However, if you are obsessed with money and you think everything material gives you happiness, there you make a mistake here. You can be happy even with a certain less amount of money. However, the basic needs of life, if they are met, the basic needs of living, if they are met, you are a satisfied person and you can lead a happy life. Or whatever amount of money you have, you can still have a happy life. Happiness comes from within and it's an attitude of mind. However, as I said earlier, money does give you happiness, but this is not the ultimate or long-term happiness. When you have your needs met, then you want something more. And when you see others, okay, he has got a bigger house than me, he has got a bigger car than me, then it makes you jealous, envious, and a little bit unhappy. I am not so well. When you compare with others, okay, I'm not so rich, so I'm not as happy as the other person is. But that doesn't mean that the other person who has got a lot of wealth may be happy. He or she may be a very unhappy person because of several other reasons. Just as I talked earlier, having a bad relationship or having so many other problems, health problems, stress, tension, depression. So it's an attitude of mind. So whatever you have, it's good, whatever you have. You want to have more? Okay, have more, nobody is stopping you. First, be thankful for whatever you have. When you show gratitude and when you are thankful for whatever you have, your health, your relationships, the material assets, the money, etc., your body parts, your senses, whatever you have, little or more, if you are really thankful from the core of your heart about all these things, then you are a happy, contented person. Does that mean you don't have to progress? You don't have to move into life from one objective to the other? No, it doesn't mean that. It means you move into life with a happy attitude, with less and least amount of struggle. And you get more of what you are thankful for. So gratitude, attitude of gratitude makes you a happy person. So be a happy person. Set long-term goals. Hard work now, some skipping of temporary pleasures now can add to your happiness at the end when you achieve bigger goals for which you have been waiting for or for which you tried through patience, and you become a happy person. And who doesn't make mistakes? All of us make mistakes. So forgive yourself and forgive others. These are some of those important points I thought I'll talk about. Now, we are going to have two sessions, special sessions, one of OMW, where we will take off from you, inside you, some negative issues, negative thoughts, negative self-talk, whatever you tell me, what do you want to work on? Tell me and I'll do that. But before I do that, I must tell you, share with you one very important point, and that is guidance. Seek spiritual guidance. All of us have the ability to ask ourselves, and we receive guidance from God. When we ask a question, we get an answer. So create that guidance system in you to operate within your boundaries and do very, very well and remain happy while you are doing it. Even when you are facing great challenges, that's the time to seek more guidance and to be guided really truly and trust your guidance system inside you. Are you with me? Okay. The next step, do some OMW on something that's bothering you. Think of any past issue that makes you unhappy now. Once again, think of a past issue. Bring that pictures in your mind, any incident, anything that happens, any relationship issue or any other problem that happened, any case, anywhere, anything, any incident. Give it a name. We'll take 10 deep breaths and we'll tell. Let's say the name is X. You give an X. How do you think? You think in the form of pictures, sounds and feelings. Feelings are very important. Once you have this in your mind, I assure you, you will be able to either remove, delete or minimize that issue. And you can do this tapping as I'm telling you on any other issue that bothers you. That's the beauty of this short OMW. Do practice it as often as you want and you will become more proficient. In any case, you can ask me more about it. I'm there for you. Alright? X, issue X. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, say, I love myself, accept myself. Second deep breath. I love myself, accept myself. Keep thinking of the issue, right? Third deep breath. I love myself, accept myself. Fourth, I love myself, accept myself. Fifth, I love myself, accept myself. Seventh, I love myself, accept myself. Eight, I love myself, accept. Do you really love and accept yourself? Come on, what you're telling me you don't? Come on. Pretend as if you love yourself, alright? 8 deep breath. I love myself and accept myself. 9 deep breath. I love myself and accept myself. 10 deep breath. I love myself and accept myself. Stop. These 10 deep breaths must have either diluted, deleted, or just lessened whatever that issue meant for you emotionally. And we have another step to it also. Imagine as if it's going to be true. I choose to let it go now. Gone. I choose to learn from that incident. Learn. All the past issues are dead except what we can learn from it. I choose to learn from it. 1 lesson, 2 lessons, 3 lessons. Wow. I am a wiser person because of that. Thank you, Allah. Thank you. Take a deep breath. Wow. We just went through a short overview. I'm sure you liked it and it was useful for you. Okay. Before we end, let's do a short meditation on happiness. Are you with me? Are you with me? I can hear you. Okay, you are. Good. Close your eyes now. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Imagine it's a very good day and you are walking along a beach, a white sand beach. The seawater comes, the waves, and wash your feet up to your ankles and then recede. As you're walking and as the seawater waves come up, and when they recede the water, all the stress, tension is going down through your feet onto the sand, and the water is washing away from your feet all the stress and tension. So every step you're taking, your stress is tension, worries are going down through your feet into the sand, and the water is washing it away. And you're becoming lighter, and happier. And a white light from the divine, from the sky, a column of light is coming, entering through your head, shoulders, stomach, abdominal area, legs, feet, and you're becoming happier, lighter. Every cell, every tissue in your body is happy. You're feeling so good, and you're so thankful to Allah for all His blessings. And you show gratitude to Allah when you get up in the morning, when you're going to sleep, any time during the day. You're so grateful for all what you have. Thank you, Allah. Thank you. I now count from 1 to 5. Count to 5, you will open your eyes. Feel happy, refreshed, relaxed, and better than before in every way. 1. Coming back to your full awareness as you open your eyes at 5. 2. This is a wonderful exercise for you. 3. You are a much happier person now. 4. You will incorporate in your life some of the learnings that you learned today, and you feel good. This way you're good. 4. Feel great about yourself. 5. Feel happy, good, and thank you for being together, and we'll see you again. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.